Hey guys, it's me, cyoubx, and this is the beginning of the advanced tips and tricks. I don't know how long the series will go, but the general idea is that if I get 10 net likes on the previous video, then I'll make another one. So today's idea was actually suggested by a user whose username I can't pronounce, but I'll leave a link in the description. It's MLSXEZoon. So thank you for suggesting the idea, and that's what this entire video is about. So if you do have certain tricks or whatever that you want to see explained or whatnot, then that's what the comment section is for. Please do use it and write down suggestions. So this is the case, and it's very, very easy to recognize. Basically what you're looking for is this edge piece that's already inserted. The colors right now are a little bit off, so let me just tell you what the pieces are. So basically the edge on this side and this side are both already in the correct spot. This is orange, by the way, and that's yellow, so ignore that, that's irrelevant. The only pieces that you should worry about are this one, which is green, orange, and white, and this edge, which is green and orange. Now the idea with this particular case is that here you see that this corner, which should go here, is up here. And the trick you do to solve both of them at the same time is a very specific case of everything else that I'm going to teach you today. So how about I just walk you through the general step of solving this case where these two are like this, and then we'll go back and we'll talk about this particular case. So to actually solve this case, ignoring these two pieces, all you have to do is you just look at this, and you look at this, and you pair it by doing a D. Take it out of the slot, restore, and then insert the pair. So of course in that case I set it up so that I would get both of them, but that's not always the case. Let me give you an example. So here's a case where that would not happen. What I want to pair is this corner and this edge. Now and the other pair is right here. So if I just do what I did before, which is match these, take out, restore, insert, you'll notice that these two are not solved. So then I'm just going to very quickly talk to you about that very specific case that I started off with and why I was able to pair both of them at the same time. And in the event that you get a case similar to that, you can actually set up for that situation and then pair both F2L pairs simultaneously. So this is the case, the second one that I showed you, where these two did not end up pairing together. I'm going to tell you how to do it so that they do pair together. All you have to do is, again, so you see this piece and this piece, which you want to pair up like this. But of course, if you just do this, so take it out and then insert it back, these two will not be solved. So what you have to do is you have to just make sure this one is as far away from this as possible. And by that, I don't mean a U2, even though that would be farther. You just want to do a U. So if you look at the two edges that are correctly placed, you have this one, and the two corners that are not correctly placed, so this one and this one. What you want to be able to do is you want to be able to put this corner here and this one here. So the general thing you want to do is you want to make sure that this corner is across from the edge. So from this angle, so you do want to hold it on your front so that these two pieces are on your front face. Pair, take out, and when you take it out, notice how this corner becomes placed in the correct spot. That's why this works, so that when you restore, you get that solved. And then insert this piece. So really the only case left to explain is the one where they're diagonally from each other. So here is the general case. This corner wants to pair with this edge, and this is not correct, this is a yellow. And the corner for here is up here. So if I were to do what I told you before, which is just pair the edge and the corner, take it out, and then insert it back in, it wouldn't work. You wouldn't be able to solve these two. You would solve this one, but not these two, because these two are next to each other. So you find the two edges that are correctly placed, this one, and you make sure that the corners are swapped. So this corner is here, which is good. You want this corner to be in the back, like this. And so now what you want to do is if you do something like a Y2, to keep it simple, you don't have to. There's ways to do it on different angles, but I just want to give you the basic idea of what happens. You put it like this, you do a D2 to match this up like I said, take it out, and when you do that, notice how this becomes restored, and then restore everything else, and then insert it back in, and then you can do both. The last note I'm going to make about this is that during a solve, it's very rare that you'll get a case where you can solve both of them. So if you're not sure if it works or not, I'm going to tell you that it probably doesn't work and you probably shouldn't spend too much time on it. Now, if you feel like you're very comfortable with this already, then you can definitely experiment and figure out the things that I haven't told you. But if you can't even figure that out, I would say that it's probably too advanced for you and it's not intuitive enough. And so what you should do is just take away the main portion of this video, which is basically when you have a corner that's away from an edge, you pair the two up and then take it out and then put it back in. Let's just say you're solving F2L and you get a case like this. This is a mess. You can't really tell what to do. All you know is, yeah, these two edges are correct, but then you have to do setups. So find this corner. Oh, this corner is already there. Then you got to find the edge, and edge is down here. So it's just a mess. So don't worry about it. Don't try too hard. All you should focus on is pairing this corner with this edge, and then taking it out and putting it back in. Now, this particular case is very lucky because if you do that, you'll notice both of these are paired. And so this is somewhat advanced as well, and I was not intending this to be an F2L trick, but now that I have it, I may as well just tell you what to do. You take this one out, and at this point you can either preserve this and take this one out as well, so you have both on the top, or if you want to keep it simple, you can just restore it and insert, and then just work on this one as well. And you can do that. Hopefully that video was informative. So hopefully you found that video somewhat helpful. The idea is that as I continue on to do this series, I'm going to focus very specifically on certain cases so that I can give you a more in-depth, detailed answer on how to solve certain cases. If you don't like that and you would rather me just cover a whole bunch of cases in one video and call it done and just not have the series anymore, then definitely leave a comment below saying that. If you like the way I'm doing things right now, which is basically a single case at a time, please do like this video. Based on that, I will determine if I want to continue this series. So I need to have 10 net likes on each video for me to continue doing it. What I mean by net likes is if I get 10 likes and 1 dislike, that's only 9 likes. So it's just likes minus dislikes. So if I get 110 likes and 100 dislikes, I'll still continue the series because then I'm at least helping 110 people. That's sort of where I'm getting this idea from. So lastly, before I go, please do check out my new channel, which is on the left. I would like it if you subscribe, but don't feel pressured to. On this side, we just have another cubing video. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Toodles.